In this video, I'm going to show you the fastest way to breed Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with 8 simple steps.
So step number 1 is to get a Ditto. You'll want a Ditto because it is the easiest Pokemon to breed with.
So the first question you probably have is, where can I find Ditto in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Good question. Head to your map, and then you're going to want to go to the town of Maydali. Once you're in the town of Maydali, you'll want to search around for a Ditto. Now, if you hold down ZL on your controller, you can actually see the name of the Pokemon. This will be helpful because what we're looking for is Ditto. So it won't actually appear as a Ditto, it will appear as another Pokemon. And then you have to find and see if it says Ditto above that Pokemon's name. Right, so as you can see here, we have a Ditto. By holding down the ZL button, you can see the name, and here we go. Now all you gotta do is catch the Ditto. Alright, so there you have it. We caught ourselves a Ditto. On to the next step. So step number 2, what Pokemon can breed with Ditto? On the screen now, I will put up a visual for you to see. The following Pokemon cannot breed with Ditto: baby Pokemon, legendary Pokemon, mythical Pokemon, except for Manaphy, Ultra Beasts, unknown, Ditto with another Ditto. For some reason, Nidorina and Nidoqueen, type Null and Silvally, and finally, Paradox Pokemon, which you find in Scarlet and Violet. Alright, so we've done step 1, we've got ourselves a Ditto, and now we've done step 2 as well. We have ourselves a Pokemon that can breed with Ditto. Here I have Decidueye. So for the third step, what you're going to want to do is head to your map and fly to Alfornada. This third step, we are going to make eggs spawn and hatch faster. You'll want to go down to this sandwich shop right here. Then you will want to buy the second sandwich down, which has egg power level 2. Now, if you don't want to spend all that money on buying that meal for egg power level 2, you can actually make your own sandwich for egg power level 2. What you want to do is start up a picnic. Now that we have started up our picnic, we will want to make a sandwich. The sandwich you want to make is a great peanut butter sandwich. The ingredients include banana, peanut butter, and butter. So this will give us egg power level 2 as well. But these ingredients are much cheaper than buying that meal, so it just takes a little extra time. But if you're willing to spend a little extra time to make the sandwich, it can be worth it in terms of saving you money. There you go. Egg power level 2. Now the difference between level 2 and level 1 is just time, the amount of time it takes for Decidueye and Ditto here to make an egg. So we will just wait a little bit of time. Alright, so a little bit of time has passed, so let's check our basket. Okay, so there's an egg inside. Do you want to take it? So there you have it. We have an egg now. Alright, so once you are done picnicking, just press the Y button and you'll pack everything up. Alright, so now that we have our eggs, we are going to move on to step 4, which is hatching our eggs faster. What you will want to do is put the eggs in your party 5 at a time, and then put in a Pokemon with one of the following abilities: Flame Body, Magma Armor, or Steam Engine. The following Pokemon that are in Scarlet and Violet right now that have these abilities are Talonflame, Volcarona, Colossal, and Camerupt. So here I will put my Talonflame in my party, and as you can see, it has the Flame Body ability. Now what you will want to do is get on your ride Pokemon and just move around a little bit. It'll take a little while, but with the Flame Body ability, Magma Armor, or Steam Engine, it will reduce the amount of time it takes for those eggs to hatch. Alright, so here we go. We've stopped moving, therefore we have an egg hatching. Alright, there we have it. There's our little Rowlet. Alright, so we learned the basics of how to breed Pokemon, but let's move on to some more advanced things like how to breed for a shiny Pokemon. So one thing that will increase your shiny odds when breeding Pokemon is to have a Foreign Ditto. Now you're probably wondering, Tim, how could I possibly get a Foreign Ditto? Well, I'm about to show you. So the first thing you are going to want to do is go to the Poke Portal. Once we are here, we want to hit the L button on our controller to connect to the internet. As you can see, we are now connected to the internet. What you will want to do is go down to Link Trade. and type in this exact code, 4448 4448. This is a universally used code for people to trade Dittos. Now, you might end up with a Ditto in the same region as your Ditto, but that's okay. You can just keep trading until eventually you get a foreign Ditto. A trade partner has been found. So here we are going to select our English Ditto, and we are going to trade it. All right, so we're trading our Ditto now to Miss Senna. All right, they sent over their Ditto. Let's see if it's a foreign Ditto. All right, so as you can see here, the Ditto that was traded to us is a foreign Ditto, as it has SP-EU, which stands for the Spain region in Pokemon. So our Ditto is foreign, which will help us get a shiny when breeding. So the base rate for hatching shiny Pokemon, this would be without a foreign Ditto, is 1 in 4,096, which is pretty bad odds. If you have a shiny charm, which if you don't know how to get a shiny charm, you have to complete the Pokedex, your odds are 1 in 2,048 with the shiny charm. If you have a foreign Ditto, your odds of hatching a shiny Pokemon are 1 in 683. If you have the shiny charm and a foreign Ditto, your odds of hatching a shiny are 1 in 512, which sounds like a lot, but it's actually pretty good odds. Now, shiny Pokemon are great and all, but what if you wanted a Pokemon that is really strong? As you can see here, our Decidueye is really strong because it has best in every stat. However, our Ditto here does not have best in every stat. If you are wondering how I am able to view Decidueye's stats here as best, you will first have to actually beat the game. And then once you beat the game, you will have to talk to a Pokemon nurse, and she will give you the judge function. Once you have it, you'll just press the plus button once you are hovering over a Pokemon, and it will show you its stats. So there are 2 items you will want to help breed strong Pokemon. That is the Destiny Knot and the Everstone, both of which can be found in Mesa Goza at the Delibird Goods shop. Now, if you go to the map, you will want to go to Mesa Goza West, and then if you zoom in twice, you can see here a Delibird Presence shop. You can set a waypoint if you would like, set as destination, so that it is easier for you to find. Once you are here, you want to head inside, you want to hit battle items, and then push the up button on the D-pad, and you can see here for 20,000 Pokecoins, we have the Destiny Knot. Then you will want to go down to General Goods, push up again, and then go until you see the Everstone. You want to grab one of these as well. So the reason we get the Destiny Knot is because the hatched Pokemon will be given 5 out of the 12 stats from the parent Pokemon. To give a Pokemon an item, you just have to press on them and then give an item to hold. Then you want to go over to this rare candy looking icon, scroll down until you find the item that you want. So the Destiny Knot will give you better stats on the Pokemon that you hatch, but if you want to guarantee a nature, like say this Rowlet here that has a modest nature, we will want to give them an item to hold, and we're going to give them that Everstone, and the Everstone will guarantee that that nature will be passed down. Now, in terms of the ability will only be passed down at a rate of about 60%. So, as you can see here, our level 100 Decidueye had Long Reach as their ability. And of the Rowlets that we hatched, some have Overgrow and some have Long Reach. And there's no way to guarantee that you will get an ability. If you want to know why the Pokemon's nature is important, as you can see, this Decidueye has Brave. It's because that increases and decreases a stat. So, as you can see on the screen, there's a red icon next to attack. That means that attack is increased for the Brave nature. However, our Decidueye's speed is reduced for the Brave nature. So it's all about getting the right Pokemon with the right nature, as well as best for all the right stats that you want to have a strong Pokemon. Okay, so let's say you have a Pokemon and it doesn't have the stats you want, but you still want to use that Pokemon. Well, you can hyper train them. So the first thing you will want to do is bring up your map and fly to Monte Nevera. Once you are here, you can see this guy standing there menacingly in the background with an Obama Snow. Talk to him about hyper training. So what this will do is it will max out a stat similar to it being best. Although it's great because you can hyper train them and just make them very strong, a hyper trained stat will not be passed down if you try to breed that Pokemon. Also, that Pokemon has to be level 50 in order to undergo hyper training. You'll also need a bottle cap, which is kind of a rare item, but you can get them from raids, so it's not impossible to get them. Let's say that you do have a Pokemon that has all the best stats that you need, but they don't have the right nature. Well, you can use a nature mint for that. And as you can see here, we have a ton of mints that will change a nature. Once you change a Pokemon's nature, that will not be passed down either from breeding. A minted nature will not be passed down. The only nature that will be passed down is whatever they originally had. So our Decidueye here had Brave as its original nature, so it'll only pass down Brave if we give it an Everstone. Because my Decidueye only has physical attacks and no special attacks, I'm going to give it an Adamant Mint. So now its stats will be changed. And as you can see, special attack is reduced, and regular physical attack has been increased, and our speed, which was reduced before, has now gone back to normal. Alright, so I've taught you how to get a shiny Pokemon from breeding, and I've taught you how to get a strong Pokemon from breeding. It's time for our final tip, and that is how to pass down an egg move. So, the first thing you will want to do is fly to Cascarafa. Once you're here, you'll want to go up here to this shop over here. Once you are here, you'll want to go to this Delibird Presents shop, click on Battle Items, and then scroll down until you find the Mirror Herb. You'll want to buy that. Then you will want to find the Pokemon that you are trying to give the egg move to. So we will click on Decidueye Summary here. We want to give him the egg move Knock Off. So in order to do that, you'll need a Pokemon that learns that move normally. So I have Grafaiai here, who learns Knock Off already from leveling up. I will want to press Change Moves, and then forget a move on Decidueye. I'll get rid of Leaf Blade here. Okay, so as you can see, Decidueye only has 3 moves. Now I will want to give him an item to hold. Go to the rare candy icon again, scroll down until you find the Mirror Herb. As you can see, here it is. Give it to Decidueye. Okay, so I've given Decidueye the Mirror Herb. Now all you have to do is set up a picnic. Okay, we set up our picnic. Now we're just going to pack it up. Yes. Now if we check Decidueye Summary, as you can see, he learned the knockoff move from Grafaiai just by holding the Mirror Herb, getting rid of a move, and then doing a picnic with Grafaiai, who already had the move. Now, if you change moves and you forget the knockoff move, he will not be able to relearn it again unless you go through those exact same steps. So that's all I have for the How to Breed Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet guide. Hopefully this guide was fast enough for you and you found it very helpful. That's all I have for today's video. I'll catch you in the next one.